It is a camping trip. It's a teaching trip. It's a men's bonding trip. It's getting guys out of their confines here in the city, in the mission, getting them in surroundings that they're not familiar with, that make them a little bit unsettled. Jesus did that all the time with his disciples, taking them into new experiences so that he could use those as teaching lessons. And that's what this whole weekend is. It is a singular teaching lesson.
I went camping one time. I didn't like it. I don't like being around a bunch of animals. And I didn't think I was going to enjoy myself at all. So that was my expectations of the trip.
I wasn't really thinking of anything about spirituality. I didn't have a sense, any faith coming in. And I rejected it, and I was fighting it the whole way.
There's no such animal as a snipe, but they had a guy there that has never been in the woods like I have. And he's scared of snipes. There's no animal, such an animal as a snipe. So, I had to make him aware there was no such animal as a snipe, but he was kind of nervous. They want to go snipe hunting. Oh, snipe.
Well, actually, Spence and a couple other guys, they kind of ambushed me into going on the camping trip, so that I could enjoy the splendors of the outdoors and the biking and the camaraderie and fellowship and teaching and so also so that I could cook for them over the weekend.
One of the lessons is the bike ride, and it is the main lesson, really, is the bike ride up the mountain. It's only 2.5 miles up and 2.5 miles down, but it is up, and it is over rocks and roots and through creeks and streams.
It just got harder and harder the farther you went up there. More slopes, more bumps. I knew, eventually you just keep pressing on, you'll eventually get there. And, I kept telling myself, don't quit, And the same thing in life.
And I started up the hill real fine, went through the water, got wet, started up the hill real fine. I was like, this is not what I like to do. This is not the things I like to do. I like to play basketball, I like to go swimming. I don't want to be out here doing no bike riding up and down the mountains.
The whole time I was just lying to myself. It's just a little bit further, keep going, keep going.
And I started struggling. I just got off. I walked a little. I rode a little. I walked a little. I rode a little bit more. I walked a little. So I was like, dang, well, how far do I have to go?
And so what you do say to them over and over again is, we are going to get you up the hill. You're going to do this. We're going to help you, and you're not going to do it alone. And back on the bike they get, and they'll ride some more, and then they get completely physically exhausted, and they ask the question again, how much longer? Well, isn't that the way of recovery? And then once you get to the top, and there's that sense of, I've made it to the top, it's incredible. Everybody's talking and they're relieved. There's a sense not yet of excitement, but relief. I did it. I made it. And isn't that recovery?
I didn't think I was going to do it. I really didn't think I could do it, but I did.
But then there's the ride downhill, where things get really, really fun, really, really fast.
When I went back down, I fell off the bike. And I realized, this falling off the bike, sometimes in life you fall down. And you have a choice to stand back up and keep moving forward, or that's what I did. I got back on the bike and I didn't hesitate. Because when I fell off that bike, I didn't want to see anyone see me,
And then you get back to the campsite and you've done it. The sense of exuberance and overflowing joy is just amazing.
The intensity of the men when they came back from the trip, it was like someone replaced every man that went up that hill with a different man when they came down.
And it was like, wow, I actually did it. I didn't get hurt. I didn't fall off. And that was just the best experience, getting back and knowing that I actually went through it and got through it.
When Spence said, we're going to be baptized, I was like, wow, this is my moment, I've thought about this a long time ago, even when I was on drugs, I've been looking for that change, and coming here gave me hope again.
I got baptized, and it was a good experience in the fact that I felt better about myself, and then also in my faith. It was a new experience and brought me closer to God. I chose to do it there because I knew everybody there, and it's like a brotherhood kind of thing. So it was more spiritual to me in the fact that I feel more at home in nature, and I got to be baptized in a mountain creek, and it was just a great experience in that.
I don't know, it's something that it's hard to explain. I'm not good explaining my feelings and stuff, so. But, I mean, I just had a feeling in my heart.
Then the nighttime came, and here comes Spence with this feelings part. You know? And I pride myself to being this macho man. So I'll let you know I'm a macho man. And he wanted us to talk about what was bothering us.
Guy Daryl shared about his daughter and just the turmoil that she was going through, and his inability to help her because he was here.
The battle was am I supposed to lead the program, to be a father to my child? Or am I supposed to stay and take care of me first and then be a better father to my child when I come out? So I never knew how to ask people for help. That was one thing I didn't do. I grew up not asking people for help, never asking nobody for help. So I had to, at the camping site, I broke down, I begged people for help, to help me. I actually, I was crying. I was going through a whirlwind anyway. I was crying, I was begging people for help. I needed help. And I explained to them I didn't know how to ask for help. So I'm asking you now to help me. So that was like a major changing point of my decision whether to stay or not. Because as I asked, the Lord found that I was real serious about this. He felt me evidently, and he found people in my life to give me help. And they helped me through this. And now my daughter's in a safe environment. In St. Augustine, she's in a safe environment. She seems to be doing okay there. I'm still here in the treatment program working on me. So I guess, he works in mysterious ways. I mean, he brought people to my life that I didn't think that was ever going to be a part of my life, but they were. It's been a 40-something year journey for me to stop using. I started when I was 12 years old. At first, you might not think you would like this camping trip, because I didn't. I was so heartfelt on not going on this trip. Believe me, I was heartfelt not going. I didn't want to go. It cost too much money. I used any excuse I could. Right? But after I went to the trip and I went through the series I went through, it's a life changer for me. I opened my heart to people, and people opened their heart to me. The men that were there to come and hold me and hug me and pray for me was, boy, I've never been there before.